everyone, how are you doing today? My name is Karina and welcome back to Ready Set Pan. It's a big box this month. It didn't need to be this large. This is my Ipsy Boxycharm box for, what is this month, March? My brain is in like 3 million months at the same time. As always with my Boxycharm unboxings, we will start with the Power Picks, what Boxycharm has chosen for me. I'll show you all the choices that I had available and I'll let you know why I ended up picking what I picked. And we'll talk about the overall value of this box. Now this was a high value box, which was really exciting. But when I was making my choices, I do recall being just a little about it. Now the items are in front of me. This is like a mid box. It's a mid box. It's like, it's okay. There's a high value, which is nice. I'm not like super excited about any of the items, but they'll get used, they'll get loved. I get to play and experiment, so that is still a win. So let's dive into the Power Picks, what they picked for me based off of the reviews, the quiz, all of that good stuff. And we're going to start off with a high ticket item because this is an eye product. This is from Dermalactives. I've got a few items from this brand, almost always as a Power Pick. This is their eye lifting collagen solution. It has 20 milliliters. Wow, that took me way too long. So it is a little bit larger than the standard eye product. The packaging, like, I think it's pretty cool. Like, it's not my favorite color story, but I do think this kind of ombre is really pretty. So great. Just eye products take me a long time to go through, so it'll be a little while before I can get to that. Now, the next item, why would this be a Power Pick? It's a powder. It is a loose powder. If you've seen any of my panning content where I'm trying to work my way through a powder, they take me an extremely long time. I feel like powder just makes my skin look really cakey really quickly. I don't really need a whole lot of it. So it takes me time. So this is from BYOD, which stands for Be Your Own Desire. This is their Desire Matte Magic Loose Powder in the shade Translucent. So this is 10 grams. Yeah, it's a 10-gram powder, which, I don't know, it gives me like Maybelline Fit Me vibes. Like, I know this is packaging used by a lot of others, but that's where my brain goes first. It's the Maybelline Fit Me and then the Huda Beauty one. I haven't used either of them. I just recognize it from other people's project pans. And I don't know, compared to like other powders that I have, even that are 10 grams, I feel like this is smaller looking, but it is a larger square, so it's going to be a little bit more narrow. Inside, oh gosh, come on. There we go. We've got these cute little bottles. Oh my goodness. I kind of got a little bit excited about that. Oh, it's soft. I didn't touch it last time. Oh, that feels nice. We've got the little seal on there, so we'll have to see how that goes. It's going to take me a while to actually get into this powder because I have a couple others in my collection. So, yeah. Come on. Click. Do you want to click? There we go. But that is item number 2, which means it's time to talk about my options. So you're seeing all of the options that I had available for my first item. So full 6 here. So you will see Super Goop. We have an SPF 40. I like my SPF 50. I was a little bit tempted about this, but I do have other sunscreens. And because sunscreens, like, when they expire, you really shouldn't be using them, I opted to not pick that. Drunk Elephant. Big name brand. Very exciting. But these are like blush drops, I believe. So not my style of thing at all. I will use a cream blush, but if it's in like a compact. So that was a no. Ace Beauté had a primer. I've got lots of primers. Huda Beauty, I could have picked a pressed powder to go with my loose powder. I did honestly think about it. I did, but it's like that would get so little use for a long time. From Verb, a texture spray. I'm really bad with my hair. I don't know how to use stuff, so I didn't pick that. So that left me with this perfume. This one was from Sens. This is the In Too Deep EDP. This one is Tahitian vanilla, Italian bergamot, sparkling sugar, Australian sandalwood, and musk. So, vanilla. We're getting some vanilla perfumes as options. So I figured I would try it. It's a blind pick. But this is what it looks like. It is a spray, which I definitely appreciate. I do not really like roller balls. Okay, This, when I tried it out, and I just did like one spritz to try it out, this, like the first place my brain went was like a more vanilla version of the Sol de Janeiro Rosa 62. So like the classic Boom Boom scent. It's not quite right. Like my brain goes there first because that's what's more familiar. But I don't know. I think it's that musk note. Or it's the sandalwood. I don't know fragrance notes very well. But there's something that makes me not super love this item. And it's just kind of okay. However, it is a 10 milliliter sprayer. So hopefully it shouldn't take too long to work my way through, layer it up with other things. So I'll get use out of that. That brings us to item number 2. There's duplication. I'll talk about those at the end. But we do have a brightening serum. I do have a lot of those. Saturday Skin, this did intrigue me a little bit. The Yuzu Vitamin C Sleep Mask. There was like the Yuzu Vitamin C eye cream. That was pretty nice. So I did consider this one. I opted to try something else. Blemish patches. Like, those can be useful. I'm fairly fortunate. I don't need a lot of them. So it's like, it's also not that exciting of an item. So I feel like if I would want blemish patches, I would just go buy them myself. First Aid Beauty, a face cleanser. I got a lot of them at First Aid Beauty. To me, isn't the most exciting brand. Like, they're good. I am using their eye cream right now. I'm using their toner right now. It's just... when I say basic skincare, they're just like, it's good, it's effective, it's just not exciting. That left us with 2 options from Fenty Beauty. So this was their new version of their blush. And it's their powder blush. So I do have their cream blush in Summertime Wine, which was their old packaging that I was working on hitting pan on and expanding last year. And we had 2 options to choose from. So we had a more of a pink toned one and we had more of an orangey toned one. So I opted to go with the pink one because I wear much more pink blush than peach, coral, orange blushes. So this is the Fenty Beauty Fenty Cheeks Suede Powder Blush. 4 grams in the shade 08 Wattabrat. Yeah, not a big fan of the shade name, honestly. Now, this is a lot of packaging to this blush. Like, it came with, like, a lot of protectiveness over it, but it's like, I honestly, because I knew that, like, I remembered what I had picked. I thought this was the powder at first. So that threw me off. But anyway, here's the packaging. I kind of really... Oh, that's upside down. No, it's not. It just looked upside down. Oh, boy. Is that part upside down? Now I'm confused. Anyway, I like the shape. I think this is really fun. It stands out in the collection. It seems a little awkward to hold, but I think it's an easy adjustment. We do have a little protective piece on top. And the shade... Oh my goodness, it is sparkly. I'm a little scared to see how that's going to translate to the cheeks. And I also don't want to touch it yet because it just looks so pretty. So I don't want to disturb it. But I'm nervous and excited about this item. So this is the item because of how the perfume smells. I think this is the one I'm the most excited about. So we'll have to see how this one goes. Last one. So I only had 5 choices to pick from here. So I'm going to start at the bottom. We had Mud Masky. Except this time it's like a hair item. And it's for heat protecting. And I don't use heat on my hair. So I don't straighten it. I don't use curling product. Like very, very, very rarely. Mainly because I don't really know how to do it. So that's a good incentive not to use them. So yeah, very rarely does my hair get heat. Then we had a makeup remover. Didn't recognize the brand. The makeup remover takes me a long time to work my way through, and I have other stuff in my collection. From Formula Z, we had a liquid illuminator, which it's a liquid, so I prefer powder highlights. Origins. I did consider this one. This was the Ginseng Brightening Eye Cream. I did use their Ginseng Brightening Eye Serum. No, not eye serum. Just a face serum, I think. I think that one was decent. I ended up going with this one, and I'm going to have to put the name up. This is the Camara Unique Beauty. I think that's how you would say this brand name. So you have 2 brushes in this pack. Haven't even opened it yet. Let's do that together. This is the Virtuous Woman Brush Set, Volume 2. Can I open it? Is it adult proof? No, it's not. We're in. Okay. So right off the bat, those handles actually are standing out to me. Like they feel kind of lightweight, but it is like a wood look and a little bit of an ombre. It's a little bit darker up at the top. So I think that actually looks quite pretty. Yeah, we've got the silver and soft. Very nice. Okay. Now this is, does it tell me? This tells me nothing. Okay, so this is, oh, the brush is Esther. This brush is Esther. I assume this brush then is Mary. Okay. Contour? Maybe not blush. It looks maybe a little bit too compact for that. Let me know how you would use a brush like this below. I do get a lot of brushes in Boxycharm because like then I never have to buy my own brushes, but sometimes that runs the risk of I don't know how to use them. This was the second brush. Voila. So yeah, this is the Mary brush right there. And this one, okay, it still feels soft, not quite as soft as the first one. This, also let me know your thoughts down below. I'll have to probably try to do some research. And so these are going to be probably brushes that are just going to sit in my collection for quite a while. I tend to use the same brushes over and over until they're no longer good, and then have to like panic and try to figure out what brush I'm going to use next. Kind of the exception to that are my eye brushes, just because I'm using different eyeshadows all the time. But I have ones I tend to cycle through first and then pick into other ones. So anyway, that's going to complete the box. So an interesting spread this month. So we have 2 makeup items with the loose powder and the powder blush, 1 skincare item with the eye serum and eye cream, a perfume, and 2 brushes, so a little duo there. In USD, this came to $324, which is a much higher price point than some of our more recent boxes, or some of my more recent boxes. And a lot of that is coming from the Dermalactives. I know that one's an expensive choice there. So I'm more excited about the box than when I was initially picking my items, but it's still kind of like a mid-level box for me. I'm sure once I start diving into the products, using them, loving them, my opinion will change a little bit more. And I do still enjoy getting my box every month, which is why I keep this subscription going. Plus, it's my birthday gift from my husband, so it's my birthday every month. Although it was his birthday this month. But anyway, that was my box. Those were the items I picked out. So do let me know all of your thoughts. So if you got Boxycharm, let me know what you were receiving in your box. If you've used these items before, or especially if you have suggestions about those brushes, let a girl know down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next time my Boxycharm comes my way. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video very soon. Have a wonderful day.